The reorganization brought with it the imperative of a new work culture and orientation. Architect Onolememen made it clear to the new zonal helmsman that the clock of performance evaluation started ticking the very moment they were appointed. The Federal Ministry of Works obviously looked for a platform to start the new round of human resources development the minister had enthroned.
With the new offices created, particularly the new department and new directors appointed, it was important to hone into them that with those positions came responsibilities, additional responsibilities. So we immediately organized a management retreat at the Hotel in Uyo, in Akwa Ibom State, serene environment. Beautiful. So we went there and we engaged each other. In fact, all the stakeholders in the construction industry were out there, and we began to let them know the changes that had taken place, the implications. We went back to the basis, and we developed a matrix for project implementation in the ministry, and we have followed that. Matrix, and like I said, it's yielding result. Beyond that, even the middle manpower in the ministry, for the past 2 years, we have embarked on an aggressive training program so as to better harness the human capital that we have in this place in such a way that they can truly contribute to nation building. So that's what we have done. In fact, last year alone, we trained over 750 engineers in this ministry. 715. In fact, we have set a target of about 455 for ourselves, but we exceeded that target. We succeeded in training about 715. In fact, about 9 to 12 engineers were trained abroad. Quite a number of them had also embarked on project management training, bridge design training, and even road design. And some others yet, they have been trained in construction management and all that. So we are now leveraging on all those skills in order to drive our project to a quick completion.
There was actually a deliberate attempt to rejuvenate staffing of the Federal Ministry of Works. Way into our interview with him, the minister connected this to the campaign slogan of President Goodluck Jonathan.
Yeah, there's no doubt that at the Federal Ministry of Work, we've been able to create, a bit of fresh air in line with Mr. President's campaign slogan, a breath of fresh air. We brought a breath of fresh air into the Federal Ministry of Work in line with President Goodluck Jonathan's admonition to me when I was appointed as Federal Minister of Works. And in fact, the entire workforce, they are so excited about it, about the new possibilities, at the Federal Ministry of Work. Before now, many of them had no hope of even progressing, in the scalar chain.
That breath of fresh air has elicited a new attitude to files in the in-tray. No longer is anyone permitted to allow files to gather dust while waiting to be treated. Prompt service is now the watchword at the Federal Ministry of Works. On the field of campaign, that's the roads. Reactions are coming in to attest to the huge effort at turning things around.
Nah, I'm happy. As you can see, I'm driving too far away before the policeman stopped me. Those knows. I'm grateful.
Now, that they do it don't better. Not like it goes slow before. Because they never finish them, but they finish them. As then they do them, fine, we like them.
What is good about the road is that this double lane also, in fact, is very good in all aspects because there's no pothole anymore, and then you can overtake better than when it was single.
The work is very fine now. Even the attack the road is very fine. In fact, they're doing well. They're doing well. God will bless them. We are very happy for the federal government, the government of President Goodluck Jonathan. We are so grateful.
As at now, if you are going to Onitsha now, one can easily manage less than 1 hour. You go to Onitsha now, but unlike before, it will take you up to 2-3 hours.
With sound administrative and operational strategies in place, the job went into earnest execution. The Minister of Works specifically took up monitoring of progress in person at some major road maintenance and rehabilitation sites across the country.
Yeah, those roads, particularly the Kano Meduguri Road, the Abuja Lokoja Road, and the Onitsha Enugu Road, they are all parts of the presidential initiative projects which were awarded in 2006 with the aim of dualizing them. Looking back, you can agree with me that that's about 7 years ago. And by the time I came in here, the rate of completion on those roads were at a paltry percentage of about 16% to 19%. It was abysmally low. And I asked myself the question, how can you do a project for 5 years or 6 years and you are recording that kind of progress? Immediately I knew something was wrong with it. Then I started asking questions. Then I found out that there were truly a number of problems. Take, for example, the Abuja Lokoja Road. I found out that the road suffered from poor design, and all of them suffered from poor funding. In fact, the way the roads were being funded, there was no way you could deliver them. And the way the design was handled, there was no way any contractor would agree to work on that road, because the design threw up inadequate quantities and all that, so no contractor worth his salt will want to go into such a thing. The contractor started the project and they discovered a lot of challenges. There were rock boulders along the right-of-way. Then you had water seeping from the ground on the terrain that had been adjudged with the design as good terrain. So nobody provided for subterranean drains in order to ensure that the roads that are being constructed will last for a long period. So immediately I set up a committee and we started looking into the issues, and we got the geotechnical survey carried out, and based on that the road had to be redesigned and appropriate quantities stated. And following the work of that committee, I had to present a memo to the Federal Executive Council which considered the augmentation of this particular contract to accommodate the what were considered inadequacies from the original time. Beyond the technical aspect of it, like I said, the projects were not properly funded, and you could understand why. When you are doing about 168 projects with the little envelope you get, you want to spread some little kinds of fund on all these projects. And what comes to this critical project becomes paltry sums of money. In fact, in 2006, when the projects were even awarded, mobilization were not even paid until 2007. Then in 2008 or 2009, there was no provision at all in the budget for the project, leading to the abandonment. So immediately we said, with our prioritization, these are critical arterial routes. In fact, because most of them were on our Route A2 and Route A3, which are the major non-south routes. The third one being Route A1 from Lagos to Ibadan, the way to Ilorin to Kaduna, and not that. So I said to myself, if you must get the road settled right in this country, we must focus on the three main arterial routes and a number of the longitudinal roads connecting them, so that Nigerians can be able to move across the socio-political zones of this country. So what we did, like I said, was to say, right from that 2011 till the end of this administration, we are going to plan the disbursement of funds in such a way that this project can be brought to a completion, a quick completion. And today I'm happy to say that on the Abuja Lokoja Road, for instance, which was at a paltry 16 to 80%, today that project has been brought within this time frame of almost 2 years to a completion level of 65%. We drove that growth based on our prioritization and the enhanced funding Mr. President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan had provided for this critical route. That was why last year, just before the Christmas, I told Nigerians that out of the 185 kilometers of new carriageway on the Abuja Lokoja Road, 125 kilometers was ready. And that was the truth. And the people who went through these roads during the Christmas period, they validated what I said. In fact, I'll be reading some of them in the social media and in the newspaper. Some of them who came from abroad, who were told that Nigeria roads were death trap, they are now singing a different tone and saying that the president is doing so well in that direction. So this was precisely what we did. The same thing in Kano Maiduguri. On Kano Maiduguri, we've driven that project to about 52% completion, because that's the longest singular dual carriageway in the country, which is well over 510 kilometers. So it's a long one. And we are prosecuting the project in such a way that we are confident that we'll complete that particular project in the lifetime of this administration.
The huge task before the Federal Ministry of Works is one that can intimidate anyone. But for this professional project manager, the approach is to identify the problem and then design a rapid response to the issue. Sooner than later, key performance indicators begin to sway in the right direction. The Federal Ministry of Works walks through its work, confident that little by little, Nigerians are beginning to appreciate the transformation going on in the sector. Today, the Federal Ministry of Works is indeed working.
Well, viewers, you've heard it all from the horse's mouth. The gentleman that sits atop of the Federal Ministry of Works, determined and better poised to service the new better. I'm talking of the Honorable Minister, Architect Mike Onolememen. Next week, we'll bring you concluding part of this interview because we need to round up now. But don't forget, make it a date next week. I am your Uncle Omotayo Matsho. God bless you.